In St. Louis, you'll find a touch of the country in the heart of downtown. City Seeds Urban Farm is just one of the green thumbprints left across the community by Gateway Greening. Kara Vaninger shows us how the not-for-profit makes the practice of gardening and all its benefits accessible to everyone.
Three things signal that spring has come to St. Louis: opening day, humidity, and the annual plant installation downtown. Since the spring of 2004, Gateway Greening has been a major force behind the resources and volunteers needed for the beautification of Market Street and Keener Plaza.
This is our one true civic greening project. It's a little different. It's actually about seasonal color, it's about community, and it's about public art.
But this annual project is just the most visible part of a deep citywide root system, spreading out into youth programs, community gardens, and an urban farm, all using the art and science of agriculture to build a better city through stronger, healthier communities. With childhood obesity and inactivity on the rise, Gateway Greening youth programs, like the one at Clay Elementary, provides kids with foundational knowledge and skills necessary to build a healthy lifestyle.
Does anyone know what this is? A tomato. Tomato, that's right. And what color are the tomatoes you buy in the store? Red. Red. So
If a person grows a vegetable, they're more likely to eat a vegetable. By giving children exposure to those vegetables and talking about them and measuring them and dissecting them and playing around with plants, it inspires children to take that into their home and into their diet.
There's some jalapenos over there. Nice. Then I got eggplants. I smell them or I just touch them to see if they're good. If they smush, that means they ain't ready yet. But if they ripe, like strong enough, I can eat them.
There's a connection that children are making to tending something, to nurturing something that inspires them and lets them know that they have power as a child to make something grow, to make life occur.
All right, one hand dirt, the other hand seed.
Youth gardens are not only a versatile education tool, but also a place for kids to engage in daily responsibility and community, all working together to make their little plot of land a better place. Making places better are what community gardens are all about. Gateway Greening supports over 140 gardens all over St. Louis as they turn vacant lots into areas of beauty and growth.
Gateway Greening commissioned a study called the Whitmire Study, and that examined the benefits to a community of having a community garden on the block. Some of them are obvious, just inherent to the activity. You know that there's a beautification that occurs, that maybe it's an eyesore property that's turned into a more beautiful place. You know that there's an activation that occurs. The site may be inactive because it's unsafe and inaccessible. By putting a garden in place, it's activated the area.
Mara Higdon is on staff at Gateway Greening, but on Saturdays, she likes to be just another community gardener at Bell.
Bell Community Garden is our demonstration garden attached to a community garden. So it's the best of both worlds, where you get to see education, plants growing, and people working in the beds in a community setting. So Bell Community Garden is made up of about 68 people, and they all grow food for themselves and their families.
Today we're going to plant peanuts,
Yeah.
which is exciting because I've never done that or really have any experience. So I think it'd be cool to figure out how that works.
Kate and Bennett are just two of the many volunteers that help to keep Gateway Greening growing. They work on the demo site of Bell, getting it ready for visitors to explore.
We just moved here from Pennsylvania, and we really wanted a place where we could get outside, get our hands dirty a little bit, because living in the city is a new experience for both of us. So we found Gateway Greening, and we were really excited to start learning a little bit more about gardening and helping out at the same time.
St. Louis is fortunate or unfortunate to have a lot of vacant lots. So we have a lot of opportunity, and I think that's what's really important for people to take those opportunities and make them into positive change within their neighborhood.
And the fact that there are people outside and aware and looking around and talking and exchanging information, that makes the neighborhood a safer place.
Preserving the beauty, safety, and productivity of a community garden allows it to be a welcoming place for people to gather, talk, plant, and grow.
I love Bell Garden. The relationships that have developed over time, people that have passed through, I think have really enriched my life and enriched my family's life. So I hope that long after I'm gone, this place will still be a community garden.
The cyclical nature of gardening is rich with metaphor for both community and the individual. The ancient processes of planting and harvesting, of dormancy and growth, can teach us all lessons of patience and resilience. Gateway Greening's City Seeds Urban Farm is the perfect hands-on classroom for clients overcoming issues such as homelessness, mental illness, and chronic addiction. Partnering with the St. Patrick's Center, the farm offers a 15-week program in therapeutic agriculture, as well as a 10-week job skills training session.
It's amazing how so many people just need a safe, welcoming place to go to. They need something productive to do with their time, building life skills, job skills, a sense of teamwork and friendship and community that comes with it. So in the process of working with plants, people's lives transform.
I think I'm getting a good opportunity to do a lot of constructive stuff here. And the instructors and the managers are excellent people. I take my hat off to them. They're giving us their 100%, and I'm trying to give the same in return.
Over the winter, it stayed alive. You can see there's still green on it.
Here we work hard to show people not only just growing the food and the produce and the vegetables, but also the different resources that we can use to teach while we're here. So we have things like the fruit tree orchard that we're in right now. We'll have beehives. We have a rainwater catch cisterns. We talk about water conservation. We use sustainable planting techniques. We talk about that. We talk about soil structure and do our own composting. And we have a rain garden. So there's a lot of different features here that people can learn about and get them thinking about how they interact in the city, whether it's an urban environment or a rural environment, and how they fit within that.
Because we take our time and we so lovingly care for the ground and doing everything the way it's supposed to be done, I'm pretty sure the plants and the vegetables and stuff is going to be healthy and big and juicy and just nutritious.
When we do harvest, we'll be selling our wares that we have nurtured at the garden at Tower Grove Market. So that's going to be kind of exciting when we harvest and say, I helped to plant that.
They remember their first planting experience, say like in week 2 or something, but throughout the whole 15 weeks, people come in every day, check to see on how those beets are doing, because they planted those beet seeds and that's the first thing they were doing. And they build connections with the things that they're doing out here, whether it's with the soil or the plants.
It makes me remind myself of things I need to do in order to keep myself growing, like, you know, have my thoughts fertilized or things like that, you know, keep the weeds out.
Week 1, man said, I really realized, you know, the tools in the shed all serve a purpose, just like the things in my life. So kind of people being able to create those segues has been really awesome.
I get the benefit to help these plants grow, and as well as they help me grow with myself. In a way, we have a lot in common, I found out.
Certainly, City Seeds is not a cure-all for all of those issues, but I think for the right sort of people, it can really, really help to sort of bring peace to their lives and put them in a place where they really can recover from whatever they need recovering from. And we try and make this a good place for that to happen.
And we've had clients that graduated from this program and gone off and started a community garden. So really, I hope that the things they learn here spread throughout St. Louis.
There is at least one Gateway Greening project in every ward in the city, connecting a profoundly diverse collection of people through the simple act of gardening. The yield is obvious. Streets become neighborhoods, and strangers become neighbors. An urban farm doubles as a place of growth and healing. Young people are empowered to make healthy decisions. And beauty, planted by hundreds of voluntary hands, floods the places our city needs it most.